What's good? What's good? What's popping? Man, I was just reminiscing from back in the days when I was a young kid. I remember when I was in eighth grade, I had this one cat who was supposed to be my partner, right? But I ended up realizing he wasn't my partner like a year before when I was in seventh grade. If I remember correctly, I think he didn't pass sixth grade. I did. But I remember his mom said something, I guess, when she was arguing with him about something. Why can't you be like basically me? It was just out of nowhere. And that's the worst thing you could say to kids when you try to compare them to other people, but that's what she said. And then one day, I believe he repeated the comment when he was arguing with his mom. And that's when I knew I got to be easy with this cat because he felt some type of way. People like this, you got to watch out for. Why would you repeat something that I got, you know what I mean? But me and him, we kind of distance ourselves. So by eighth grade, you know, I still talk to him here and there. We would see in the bus stop. We were talking to bus stop. And there was this new cat kid who was a wannabe, tough guy. And I knew he was a bully because he went around trying to bully people, and I don't like bullies. They don't intimidate me. So I guess he tried to intimidate me, and I just looked at him and I laughed because bullies are clowns. And one day I think he hit, homeboy, the one who I used to talk to in seventh grade. He hit him in the face or something like that. This is before I got on the bus. And I was like, yo, he hit you in the face. You ain't do nothing about it? He didn't do nothing about it, right? And then, I don't know what happened. I believe we played like a football game during the week, and our team won. And one of them dudes' cousins was showing off for a girl, and we beat them, and we didn't think anything of it. Fast forward to the end of the week, it was like a Friday. They want to fight. I'm like, I'm not fighting you because you embarrass yourself in front of some girl, I guess. I don't know what the situation. I don't even know nothing about it. They just want to fight to show off. My mindset was not to fight. I don't do the fighting joke when I was younger. I was thinking about something else. You could guess what that was. Because I'm not fighting and then we cool. We both might not make it. So I remember I told them dudes, I don't want to fight. Let me be. Because I'm a peaceful cat. But I would defend mine, right? And when I see them dudes trying to come after me, I'm solo dolo, right? Homeboy's brother is the only one that was really defending me. His brother, my so-called partner, his brother was defending me. So during that day, his brother ended up getting, he had to do in-school suspension, not in-school suspension. He had detention, so he stayed. They came out of nowhere trying to jump me. It was like out of nowhere. 5 people, but I held my own to the point where, I ended up giving one of them cats a black eye. And homeboy didn't help me out one time. The person who helped me out was because someone, I guess, took out a knife. Dude was trying to, stab me, but because I rocked him one good time, the knife fell out of his hands, and one dude was like, yo, y'all, he stopped it. He's like, yo, y'all can't do that. That y'all punks for that. And you still got rocked, right? And they were surprised, right? I think one of them hit me with a ring on his finger, like he put a ring, but that was it. They had to use like a metal ring. And his cousin still got a black eye. His cousin ends up snitching on me. These big fake gangsters run to their grandmother, snitches on me, talking about I'm bullying them, where he got a whole black eye. My eyes for him, but he got a black eye. He's snitching, and I'm looking at this dude with a smile, like, "Oh, you gangster, and you two are rats, snitching, lying." That's when I knew these dudes were punks, and I knew they would grow up to be clowns. I could tell another story about them because they're in prison, but I defended my own self, right? And when the cousin found out what happened, he cussed out his big brother like, "You a sucker. You supposed to help your homeboy. You a sucker for that, man." And he ran up on them boys. He's like, "You put your hands on my brother." Gave him 3-piece. Just 3-piece them boys and dared them to do something. And I was like, that's the homie right there. Like, I never looked at the other dude the same again. His little brother was the homie. You feel me? But him, I always saw him as someone I could never trust. Because ever since that day when his mom said the comment, I knew my friendship with him was done. Like when I went to college, we didn't even talk. It was his little brother I talked to. We chopped it up. Like recently, as we got older, he had my number for years. He would contact me to see how I'm doing, and I might text him here and there, or if I see him around. But we don't really talk because it's just no interest there. For me, it's just stuff I remember. Like some people are just not your friends; they're just your acquaintances, your associates. They were never really your friends as you thought. The reason why I say this is, if there's only a few people to this day that I speak to. My circle is small for that reason, because I like trust, loyalty, and that respect thing. My circle is to this point because of that. Just these reminiscing, thinking about a lot of the story. I just told a story quickly because there's a lot of elements, but you get it. Sometimes you see who's really down with you when the pressure's on. Anyways. Peace.